the New York Knicks. We are the New York Knicks. We are the New York Knicks. Say go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go. Say go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go.
What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to the Knicks Cave. I'm Jan, the Knick fan, your host, and let's get right into it. But before we get into it, I want you to do me one small favor. I want you to hit that like button. I definitely want you to subscribe, leave a comment. If you want to know when the next video is going to drop, hit the notification bell. Well, let's get into it. Like I said, the New York Knicks is coming off a 2-game losing streak, and I'm worried. I'm just going to be honest with you. I am definitely worried. This could be the start of a downfall. I'm worried that the Knicks is going to go back into the old Knicks, let's say 3-4 years ago. But I know this is a game about New York Knicks versus Detroit Pistons. But we have to talk about our last 2 losses as well. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to dive into the game, but we're going to talk about why we're losing. And I'm going to point out 2 main factors in here. Matter of fact, it's going to be 3, but it's still compounding to 2. All right, number 1 is the coach, but I'm going to save it for last. Let's jump right into number 2 and 3. It's the superstar mentality that I'm seeing on this team. This team is not playing as a team. We have 3 players. All right, we have our big 3, RJ, Bronson, and I don't know what I'm gonna get for you. I don't know what I'm gonna get from you this game, Julius Randle. That can also apply to RJ Barrett. All right, but Bronson is our bright spot. I know Thanksgiving is past, but the New York Knicks fan base have a lot to be thankful for when it comes to Jalen Brunson. We should be very thankful that this man is on our team. Now let's get back to the superstar mentality that I'm talking about. And I know they're getting paid like superstars, but if you think about today's NBA salary, is they really superstar paid? You know what I'm saying? These cats is getting crazy money. But RJ Barrett, shooting slump. Yes, he's coming out ending games with 19, 18, 20 points, and that's his average in that area. But he's taking too many shots. And when he do, he's not getting other players involved. It's always, I'm going to drive on 3 other defenders and try to force a shot. And he's not getting the lift that he needs to get the ball over the defenders. All right? This is not going to be a long video because I'm going to jump into the stats. But I just want to point out why the New York Knicks is losing and why we can lose this game against the Detroit Pistons tonight. Number 2, Julius Randle. There was articles about Julius Randle adjusting to his new role on his team. I see it, but I see reluctance in it. There was a play where Julius Randle basically, he went to set the pick, but he was picking Brunson. It was like he was trying to sabotage the play. We know Randle had been making mind-boggling plays all season last year, and he's starting to fall back into it. He's doing the same thing, but what's masking it is that Jalen Brunson is having the ball in his hand majority of the times. It's what we want, what we wish for, and that's what we got. That's why I say we got to be thankful for Jalen Brunson. It's just he's like there's a couple of plays like the foul that he got on, I forget the player name. Actually, I know his player name. I just can't pronounce his name. And then he act like he didn't commit the foul. But when I was watching the interaction of these 2 guys, the other player, he wasn't even talking to Randle. Randle was jarring off. First of all, Randle came back into the game and just automatically like he had something against the dude. I don't know if somebody seen something that happened in the game that I didn't. Hit me in the comment section and let me know. But yeah, it's just his mentality. All right, it's just his mentality. And if he had that same mentality that he had in the Memphis game and a game previous, the New York Knicks is going to lose. RJ Barrett got to know when to pass the ball. And this is when I'm going to come up to our number 1 problem. And I said, it's the coach. You heard me. And everybody, it's nothing new. We all know it's the coach. But what we're not really talking about is his lack of offensive intelligence. What I mean by that, what makes coaches great, I know I'm going to jump into a whole different sport, but think of Bill Belichick, and I'm a New York Jets fan, how he adjusts on the fly. Okay, and what I'm bringing that up for, because I want to get to this play. I wish I had the video. I'll be trying to find video. Well, I'll be having the video, but I don't have the angles that I wanted to show y'all. I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. on a play that could have won the game for us against Memphis. Jalen Brunson came down. Jalen Brunson took the floater. And yes, I want to say we have to be thankful for Jalen Brunson and that floater. He's hitting that floater at a very high percentage. He's actually the best in the league in the mid-range shot. So, yes, we have to be thankful for Jalen Brunson. But this is what I mean by our coach. He should have called a play because the defense, come on, every team knows the scouting report on the New York Knicks. Crunch time, Jalen Brunson is getting the ball. He's coming to the paint, and he's hitting you with that floater, or he's driving. Hesitation dribble. They know this. This is when our coach of the year, MVP, whatever you want to call him, should have drew up a play for Mitchell Robinson. Snuck him in on the weak side, have Jalen Brunson come do what Jalen do, and just hit Mitchell Robinson on the lob because Steven Adams and everybody committed to Jalen Brunson, which everybody's going to do because everybody know what Jalen Brunson is going to do when he get in the paint. This is when you're supposed to be a coach, and this is when you're supposed to design a play to win the game. I don't think Tibbs designed plays. I think he let them go out there and just play. You know what I'm saying? Or is this a mindset? His chalkboard is set up to where Julius Randle, R.J. Barrett, and Brunson is our offense and don't get nobody else involved. He's not evolving with the times. If you watch other teams, yes, they have their superstars, but they get everybody involved. That's why the Knicks is always running back and forth around the court like their heads with like a chicken with their head cut off. All right. I know everybody like, where's the Detroit game? We get into it. But them are my number two reasons why we might lose this game against Detroit. And speaking of it, let's just get Detroit, their last 10 games, what they looking like. Detroit is looking bad. You know what I'm saying? 4 games losing streak. They lost to Phoenix Suns, Cleveland. They won against Utah and Denver. Wow, that's impressive. This is what I mean. This is what I mean about the New York Knicks can lose this game because Utah Jazz are a very good team. I mean, they're not the best team, but they have been very formidable since the season started. And Denver's a good team. Let's not kid ourselves. Denver's a good team. And yes, the Knicks beat them, but Denver is a good team. So this is what I'm trying to say to you. They can't come out here and put it on the New York Knicks. If the New York Knicks don't do what they're supposed to do, we can fall to this team easily. Easily. Let's get over to the injury report. Cunningham is out. This might be a blessing, but everybody I'm going to mention, they are day-to-day or game-time decisions. Jay Ivory, Isaiah Stewart, Bogdanovich, they all day-to-day game-time decision. So as Emmanuel quickly for the New York Knicks. I know my tempo just went down because we got into the stats and everything, but I'm still saying that this team, the New York Knicks, got to do something better than what they've been doing. The coach got to do better than what he's been doing. The coach got to coach. Let's just be honest. The coach got to coach. He's got to. Honestly, I really would like to get rid of Tibbs. I know a lot of y'all want to get rid of Tibbs as well, but there's a brotherhood in this management with Leon Rose, Tibbs, bringing in Jalen Brunson's father, Jalen Brunson himself. These are all men he grew up around, idolizing probably to a certain extent. It's going to be hard unless, and I really don't like to get James Dolan involved in the team. No, unless James Dolan come out and fire Leon Rose, I don't see us getting rid of Tom Thibodeau no time soon because, like I said, there's history here. These guys go back away. Let's just go to the matchup. When it comes to points a game, the Knicks are 9th. Detroit is 24th, averaging 109 points a game. The Knicks is 115. Rebounds, New York Knicks is 4th. We average 45 rebounds a game, to whereas Detroit averaging 42. Field goal percentage, the Knicks is 25th. Detroit is 30th. We only 5 paces ahead of them, 5 steps ahead of them. They can, if the Knicks have an off night, which R.J. Barrett have been having, quickly is questionable. He's been our offense off the bench. Top have been struggling. So if the Knicks have an off night, we can lose this game. And if we lose this game, I can see multiple losses coming down the line. And like I said, I could be wrong. But with this coach, you never know. And the way he's coaching, it can happen. Trust me, it can happen. Trust me. Free throw percentage, we're 10th, 80%. That's good in the league. Detroit is 17th, 3-point range. We're 30th. We're damn near last. You know what I'm saying? Detroit is 24. So if they get it going from the 3-point line, that's another problem for the New York Knicks. We all know how the New York Knicks defend the three. And it's all because of the defense. We like to pack the paint. We double team and we push the point guard to the baseline, which leave a man open on the other opposite baseline or a man cutting to the rim. This coach, his defensive schemes are outdated, and he's not offensively inclined to be a better coach. That's just all I can come out. If I've used the right words, y'all let me know in the comment section. Blocking per shot per game, the Knicks are 14th with 5 blocks a game. Pistons is 25th, 4 games. Steals per game, New York Knicks is 17th with 7 steals a game. Detroit is 25th, averaging 6.7 steals a game. When it comes to assists, the New York Knicks is 19th. We're averaging 24 assists a game. Detroit is averaging 21 a game. They're 29th in the league. Turnovers, the New York Knicks have cut their turnovers down from last year. We're 7th in the league. We average 13 in the game. Detroit is right there, but if they're 12th, they're averaging 13.8 turnovers per game. Steals, when the Knicks is 17th, we're averaging 7th. Did I go over that? But I'm going to go over it again. The Knicks is averaging 7.2 steals a game, whereas Detroit is averaging 6.7, making them 25th in the league. The New York Knicks, what we like, 10th somewhere around there now, dropping down. Each game we dropping. Like I said, this can be start of something bad. I know we already lost them 2 games, and it was heartbreakers. And like I said, we could have won them games had the coach start designing plays for our centers. And that's what it comes down to. This coach actually needs to start designing more plays for the centers on his team, the big men, because teams and the scouting reports already know that the New York Knicks is driving to the hole, and they are not going to pass. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest. They're going straight to the hole, and sometimes they're selfish. Grimes is an exception. Most of the time when Grimes gets to the paint, if that center step up, he dishes right off to Mitchell Robinson. And I want to see more of that from Jalen Brunson, R.J. Barrett, and I want to see the coach drawing up plays for our bigs. Drawing up plays. I mean, it's too much isolations. It's just too much isolation, one-on-one, putting everybody on the side and letting this man do the thing, because what's happening, the New York Knicks don't scare nobody from downtown. So other teams just pack the paint when Brunson come down and dare the Knicks to beat him on a 3. And we not. You know what I'm saying? We're not beating them on a 3. We might hit an occasional 3. Well, y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section. Do you think the New York Knicks have a chance? Well, 65% is a good chance. The New York Knicks should walk away with this game. But if they lose this game, like I said, it's going to be, in my mind, what I'm thinking, it's going to be something a start of something ugly. All right, with that being said, I want everybody to stay safe, stay healthy, God bless, and peace.